Hello, fellow commanders. Looking to just start up in Elite Dangerous, or have you been gone for a while and kind of wondering what to do when you get back? Well, stay tuned and I'll give you my sense on what you can do, what I've been doing, and a lot more. Alright, so you've just started Elite Dangerous, probably from the Epic Store, or you are coming back from a long time and you don't know exactly what's going on, or you forgot. There's a lot that you can do in Elite Dangerous, a lot more than I can get through in one video, which is why I'll be making multiple videos. Anywhere from money making to smuggling to combat, what have you. So, let's get started. The game's going to start you off with a Sidewinder. You can blow up once, which I guarantee you will blow up once going into a starport. Don't be upset about it. Happens to everybody. Happens to me. Happens to my buddies. Happened to my friend last night. And he just started. That's why you get one free loaner. After that, you kind of want to get used to it. Now, I'll make a video on just docking and things like that, little things after this one. This is more or less what you can do when you first start. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, what can I do to make money? Because money is king in this game. Now, later on in the game, there's going to be different things that you can do to make more money. But to start off with, you're going to be looking at really a couple of the major things. First, when you're in a starport, you have your commodities market, where we'll talk about trading later on. You have your mission board, which is where you're going to see a bunch of different missions that you can do. Fortunately, in this one, they just want money from me. But there's going to be ones where you can transport people from one place to another, take on information that you have on your computer where you need no cargo space at all, and you'll be able to just go on and go to that place, hopefully not get taken by an enemy, and you'll be able to deliver it and get your money. You'll be able to transport goods from one place to another. You can do passenger cruises, which you shouldn't do right away. That's my personal preference. Or you can also do fighting. Now, to start off with getting money, the biggest thing I would recommend doing is what I'll show you now. And that's starting off in the system that you're at is a nav beacon. So if you would press your number 1 or look to your left, depending on what you're playing this on, you'll see something called a nav beacon, along with a lot of other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly to nav beacon and show you exactly what that is. And by the way, a big tip too is tab is going to be your thrust. If you look on the bottom, kind of like right there, you see engine has dots in it, systems, weapons. That's how much you're giving your instrument. So if your shields run out and you need more in shields, system is where you're going to want to go. That's going to help speed up, depending on the gear that you have. It's going to help speed up that. If you're getting attacked or you're fighting someone, I would put more into weapons and some into energy. Or you can press down to reset. So right now I'm just worried about engines, so I'm just put everything in engines. So as you can see where I'm at, I have the nav beacon set up. So I'm going to press J to start my frame shift drive. It's going to give me a countdown. Now, I have something called Super Cruise Assist, which would get me there and drop me out automatically. I'm going to do it manually for you guys. So if you look down here, there's a blue line. If I go above it, it'll turn orange. If I go below it, it'll turn blue. When it's blue, it's going to stay on the course that you have set. So, the closer you get, the lower it's going to go automatically. So, on the left side here, you'll see distance and speed. So, you want those to align. Once the speed is in the blue, you're good. And as soon as the top one gets to blue, the distance, it's going to give you an option that says J to jump out of your hyperdrive. You're going to want to hit that. That's going to allow you to hop out of your hypercruise or super cruise and drop to where the nav beacon is. So you can see we got about now we got a minute left. It fluctuates depending on your speed, and as you can see, I'm not touching anything right now on my speed. It's throttling up to get me to where I need to be. Now, if I do miss this, I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to show you guys because it happens. If you miss it, hit the X button to throw your throttle down if you're on computer, and flip around. See, I might actually miss this even though I'm going by what this says. Nope, I'm not going to miss it. Slowed me down just in time, which is good. That's why you want to stay in the blue. It'll try to keep you in line of where you're going. Now, nav beacons are usually by suns or stars. That bright old object right there in front of you. So once we get close enough here, you'll see the distance is starting to go down up top. And you see my speed is going down with it. That's the auto throttle doing that. Plus the star is gonna slow down my progress as well. It's gonna say 7 for a long time. That's supposed to be 7 seconds. Don't go by that. It's on 7 seconds. Obviously, it's been more than 7 seconds. Just keep an eye on where you are. Try to keep in the center of it. And as soon as that distance hits the blue, it's going to say J to jump out of hyperspace or super cruise. And once that happens, press that J button. You can remap it to whatever is easier for you. I have not remapped it yet. I'm just used to pressing J. I've been playing this for so long. Just what I'm used to. So, as you can see, it's going to say J to disengage. We press J. And we leave. Now, if this is your first time in a system, what I would typically recommend doing is find the actual nav beacon and press T on it. Pressing T will target. That's going to be your target button. And you'll scan it. What this will do is it'll open up everything in the system for you. So if you have some things that say unexplored, this will give you system data. It's good to have. So why exactly are we at a nav beacon? Well, for starters, it's a good place to get bounties. So let's follow this guy right now. You can see the outline. You can see I'm looking at him. If I press T, I'll start scanning him. You see if he's a novice. He's got no shields, and he's clean. So, unless you're going to be the bad guy that scans his stuff, which we'll go into later, you don't want to mess with him. He's done nothing wrong. He's a good bloke. Now this guy, he's an expert. He's also clean. A lot of cleanies out here. I don't like it. This guy's an expert as well. Tells you what kind of ship they have. He's clean. Defer to Lance. He's clean. Okay. One of these guys are not going to be clean. Okay, they're all going to be clean. Alright, Adder. Save me today, please. He's clean. Okay. Another thing you can do is look over to your left, or your number 1. Go over to the contacts page. Scroll down, and you'll see who's in your vicinity. Now, if you scan them, it'll tell you here by giving you information. Why am I going backwards? Stop it. It'll show you here because you'll have information on them. So, nav beacons typically start off kind of slow. You're not really going to have too many people. Then randomly people will start dropping in. The best way to do it in your system, if you're not competent enough or if you're just learning, is find someone who's a novice rank, because the higher it goes, the harder they're going to be to kill, especially the type of ship that they have. Or you can just look for a system authority. You can kind of follow them around. Alright, so here we go. So this guy here, if we look to the left, he's wanted. He's mostly harmless, so he'd be easy to kill. He's in a wing of 2. So that means the guy that's near him, probably this guy, yeah. More than likely this guy. Yeah, so they're both wanted. So, you have your wanted people. So if you look on the left here, you can see how much they're worth. So one's worth 60,000. The other one's worth 11,000. And the systems that you start off with, there will be system authorities here. So what you can do is you can see if a system authority is near you, you can start attacking them by targeting them. And depending on what weapons you have, if you have gimbaled weapons, they'll automatically target. If you don't, well, then you're going to have to line up your cursor with where it's saying it is. This ship I have right now, it's not a fighter. Now that's also a tall tale sign that something's happening. If you see people fighting. So as you can see here, all systems must submit to authority scans. So this means that system authority vessels are coming in to help. So if that happens, that's good for you. You can take advantage of that, because all you need is one hit on that guy. When you shoot him once, he'll turn red. Once he's red, well then, as you can see, he's screwed. And nice explosion. So he's dead. A lot of the time too, what you'll see is that when you're fighting someone, they'll try to run away. It'll say surge detected. There's a system authority vessel as I was talking about. If they try to run away, try to stay as close as you can to them. That way there's less of a chance of them, or it takes longer for the surge to actually go. And then what you'll do is, when you're done, you'll go to navigation, and you'll find the closest, or really any, station that you can go to. So in this case, all of these are fleet carriers. So let's say Robingo Mines. You plot the course, line up that right there, that little circle. Make sure it's a full blue. You'll want to line up with it and press J to engage your super cruise and do the same thing that you did before. And then once you're actually at the station, we'll go over to our left again. We'll go to contacts, and this time it'll actually have the station name. What you want to do is select it, and then move over one, and then request docking. They'll give you a docking pad or landing pad that you want to land on. Make sure you press your L button to get your landing gear out. Your U button is your hard points. Anytime that you try to jump and it says you can't jump, it's probably because you have your hard points out or your landing gear is out. And another quick tip I will give you before we're done with this is, if you can afford it, make sure you go in for the docking computer. Advanced docking computer under optional internals. It's very nice to get. Because what's going to happen is once you request docking, you throttle down with X, and your ship will do the rest for you. So, makes life a heck of a lot easier, especially once you get into bigger ships. And then once you're at the station, you want to go to contacts, system authority, and redeem your vouchers for some sweet, sweet space cheddar. Alright guys, that's it for this intro video. Let me know what you guys think, or if you guys have any other questions or concerns you'd like me to cover in the next Just Starting Out video. Then I'll start with other videos like how to make money, tips and tricks for combat, and what have you. So I'm about to get by a ship, so I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love.